Hello there, Flo here with my first 2021 LEGO set review, which is the LEGO Star Wars Trouble on Tatooine set, which by far has the most anticipated figure of the year so far, which is the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor. We finally get him after nearly over a year of waiting. He's finally here. Set also comes with a Tuscan Raider, Grogu right here, Mando speeder bike, a Tuscan Raider Hut, and this Ballista build. It retails for $29.99. Set number is 75299. Released January 1st, 2021, and it has 276 pieces. And we're just gonna get started with the main man himself, Mando, right here. So here we have the new Beskar armor Mandalorian figure, which just looks incredible. Got the all new torso print, leg print, and to top it off, arm print on both sides. This is just incredible. Like, Lego really couldn't have done much better than this. We also, what I was hoping for, got the helmet in the bright silver color, since the dark gunmetal gray really wasn't that accurate. So I love that they made this helmet in bright silver. So sadly, the print I got is off. Like, the visor is, you can see the line in the middle right here. See, it's pretty off. So that's a bit of a bummer, but I am planning on getting another one of this set, since I was planning that all along. So definitely not the biggest problem, but it's not the greatest for getting misprints like that. But overall, pretty nice figure. The accessories are like the probably weakest part, since this blaster rifle right here, which is the same build we've gotten before. His smaller blaster is just the kind of smaller gun piece right here. But taking off some of these accessories, the cape is the gray one, which I think cape is more brown, but I've had a full debate on Instagram when the set was revealed. I'm kind of think this should be, it's more brown than gray in my opinion, but most other people think otherwise, so I don't know. But looking, we also have a back torso print, which looks really nice. No face print, sadly. Still the black hat, even though we've known for a long time now how he looks under the helmet. So hopefully we'll get the face print somehow. But taking a look at the torso print, which is so nice. Our shoulder armor and the gauntlets printed on both sides. We even got the Mudhorn signet right here on his shoulder plate, which is such a nice detail. So overall, like, this is such an incredible figure. A few things, like, I'm not the biggest fan of the gray cape, but probably using a brown cape would probably be too much brown on the figure, which I kind of get that. And the accessories aren't the most accurate versions of themselves, but you can get through that. I wish they would have included a jetpack for him, like, since he already had it in this episode. So I wish they would have included an additional piece for his jetpack, but it's fine. So just getting this figure with all new prints on the arms as well. Like, this is all I could have asked for. So great job on this one. We also have Baby Grogu in this set. Nothing new here. We've gotten him before in the Razor Crest and the buildable the child, or now we know him Grogu, just as the standard Lego baby body piece and the new head rubber piece for Grogu right there. And we also have a Tuscan Raider. Has the gaffy stick right here. We got the newer, well, it's been around for a couple of years, than the old ones, the newer headpiece. Also some leg print in this one, which is nice. And the torso print, I don't think is new. Don't know. With last year we got one with Luke's land speed and Obi-Wan's hut, so probably should bust that one on to compare, but still a really nice torso print. So overall, really solid selection of figures. Wish they could have included Cobb Vanth at some point, but they probably didn't know, since these sets go in production so early, and Lucasfilm really was secretive with everyone, with all the characters in season 2, from the marketing to everything else. So we didn't know about most characters showing up in this season, which was good, so we didn't get spoiled. But I hope we're gonna get some more characters like Cobb Vanth especially Moff Gideon or Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, all those guys, the new Boba Fett, like all those, hopefully will appear down the line. So figure selection is good for best commander himself, but it's also nice to get Grogu in a cheaper set since he only came in like a 70 euro buildable figure and a 130 euro ship. So it's really nice to get him in a $30 set here, euro set. And now I've talked enough about the figures, and let's get onto the builds. Starting off the builds, we have Mando's speeder bike, which overall is actually a pretty nice build. Sometimes I get really sick of speeder bikes since they like to include them in battle packs and they aren't that interesting most of the time, but I really like how this one turned out, especially with all the greebling on both sides right here. They use some really nice pieces. On the back we've got a little backpack right here and this baby holder piece, which really cool. They included this since Grogu doesn't really fit into that sack piece they have normally, so first time I'm getting this piece, so finally wanted this one for a while, so I'm glad they included it here. You can put him right here. We also got a seat for Mando and 2 clips for his rifle and his blaster. The front is shaped up pretty nicely as well. Really like this front part especially, so overall this one turned out really well and I'm pretty satisfied with this build. So moving on to probably the weakest build of the set, which is this Tuscan Raider Hut, but yet it's much more unique than some of the other stuff we get. Let's see, we've got a little campfire at front here and kind of this half hut. It's pretty gappy, like there are a lot of gaps, so it's probably not really a hut, more kind of just a little place to hide from all the sand or the sun. So overall it's not bad, but also not great. Also, when I get the second one of the set, I'll probably end up covering up some more and using both of them to complete the full hut. You can also fold this out if you want. Not much going on here. We've got a little pot, it seems, right here, and another cooking pot with a bone inside here. So, and just a couple of seats where I can put Mando and the Tuscan. So nothing too special, but also better than some other stuff we've gotten. So moving on to the last and probably my favorite build of the set, which is this Ballista build. This is really something you don't expect from LEGO Star Wars. If you would have shown me this before the episode released, I would have guessed this would have been something from like Ninjago or Castle. Like never would have guessed this is from Star Wars, but I really dig the design. Really like how they attach and angle some of these pieces, like with this piece to kind of hold it in place, and some of these newer attached clip pieces right here. Also they use some of these longer flexible tubes to kind of show it's kind of being loaded right here. You can't actually load it, like this is all just in place, but you have these little gear things to kind of turn back here to pretend like you're loading it. Also you've got the little clip right here to kind of attach your figure and kind of have it turn it a bit. Got a little wheel design at the front, and it has a spring-loaded shooter built in, which is, I think it's the first time we're getting this piece in a bright silver, so it's really cool getting this piece for the first time in that color. I think it works pretty well. The only thing I don't like is kind of how exposed this spring-loaded missile is. I wish they would have just taken a 1x4 tile in like brown or tan and just covered this up, since it kind of sticks out a bit. But overall I really love how this turned out, and this is one of the main reasons I want to get another one of this set, because I really love this build and I do want to use them potentially for some time in the future. Great Dragon Battle Mark, so they have 3 of them in the show, so maybe I'll even get the 3rd one down the line, but I really want to get a 2nd one and probably mod it a bit myself. But this is a really cool build and probably my favorite of the set, so really solid build. And now let's go and wrap up this video. So overall I really have to say I do quite like this set. It's pretty solid, like the piece count is there, the builds are all pretty good and pretty unique, especially this Ballista build right here is such a unique build concept for the Star Wars set. Also the speeder bike is some of the nicer ones I've seen in a while. The Tuscan Raider Hut is a nice little add-on. The figure selection is pretty good just for Beskar Mando alone. also get Grogu in a cheap set and the additional Tuscan Raider. So overall, this set really is worth it. Like, this is a really good set for the 30 bucks you're paying. Like, the piece count is there, it isn't overpriced like many other Star Wars sets. So really solid one. And actually, one thing I want to point out is today is January the 9th, so this released 9 days ago, and today I actually checked the Lego website and this still isn't sold out. Like, it's still properly available, which really shocked me, because it was like, this set is gonna be sold out in a whim, like just like that, and it sold out the next morning. But it is still available. Either they already restocked, or it isn't selling, or probably they prepped a lot of stock, since they learned from the Mando Battle Pack last year, the 501st Battle Pack, that these things, if they are hyped up, they sell out fast. But probably sold out in some other Lego stores, but the German, Austrian website still has it available. So really wasn't expecting that, but overall just a really dope set, and this is a fully recommend the set, but I don't have to recommend it, it's everyone is gonna get it for that figure alone. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. This is the way.